You can argue that Acadiana has the best food, best festivals, best gatherings, and best music. You don't have to look hard to find several examples that prove our area is one of a kind. From crawfish boils to Zydeco dances, Acadiana is rich in culture and tradition. We believe there's another area in which Acadiana excels beyond any other region, caring for our neighbors in need. We truly are the heart of Cajun country. This attitude of goodwill that encompasses our area is what allowed our organization to get its start in the first place. The origin and mission of Goodwill Industries International fit perfectly with the hospitality cultivated throughout our region. But before we look at Acadiana, we have to first go back to Boston in 1902. Reverend Edgar J. Helms arrived in Boston and was appalled at the conditions faced by a recent wave of Europeans arriving in America desperate for jobs, food, clothing, and shelter. Helms went door to door with burlap sacks asking for used clothing and household goods. He hired people to repair those goods and then resold these items or donated them to the workers in exchange for their labor. Thus, the first Goodwill Industry store was created. Edgar Helms believed in the mission that this was not charity, but a chance. He gave people the opportunity to work hard, to better their lives, and retain their dignity. This Goodwill mission that started in Massachusetts eventually made its way throughout the entire United States, and now over 3,300 Goodwill locations exist across the country. So you might be asking, how did Goodwill get here to Louisiana, specifically Acadiana? To answer that question, we have to go back in time a few decades. The year was 1990. In the early 90s, Sandy and Charles Purgon were sent from Sarasota, Florida, right here to Lafayette, Louisiana, to mission Goodwill in our area. The sheltered workshops in Lafayette had just lost state funding, putting people's jobs at risk. This solidified the great need for an organization that assisted people with employment. The Purgons knew they were in the right place to spread the mission of Goodwill International. Thus, Goodwill Acadiana was born, a perfect fit for the rich culture of hospitality and compassion for others that already existed here. Over the years, our retail stores have undergone facelifts and relocations, and our services have expanded. But the one thing that has remained constant for over 3 decades is our mission of serving the community.
Goodwill's value to our community goes back so many years into the 1990s, but the value that it really provides is leading people to good jobs, good homes, improved quality of life. No matter where you are, again, Goodwill is here to provide a hand up for people, not a handout. And I think the most powerful piece and experiences that Goodwill provides to people, it provides people an opportunity to give and give back through their donations, and their generosity actually helps to complete a fuller story that many donors don't even realize when they drop off their donations to Goodwill, the impact that it has on the human life.
Goodwill's mission would not have been carried throughout Acadiana if not for the hard work and dedication of Sandy Purgon during her nearly 30-year tenure as president and CEO. Sandy officially retired in 2019, but the impact of her work with the organization continues to be carried out today. The search began for her replacement, someone who had big shoes to fill. A search committee narrowed down the candidates and decided that a local man born and raised in Lafayette, Deacon Ed Bustani, would be the right fit to move Goodwill Acadiana into the future.
I see so many great opportunities for our organization. I think what has driven me and what inspires me are visiting the stores, visiting our housing complexes, walking around our corporate offices, and seeing the people that work for us, seeing their smiles, seeing the joy that they have, seeing the hope that they have, seeing the spirit that they have to do good work and help others. I see it in the clients that we serve, their renewed enthusiasm about life, their hope for the future. That's, for me, my inspiration. That's what rewards me in this work. That's what excites me to be creative, to try to be resourceful, and most importantly, to try to do my very best as the president and CEO for the people we employ and the people we serve. There's nothing more important than the souls of the people that work for Goodwill and that we work for in our community. And that's always going to be my driving force. That's always going to be my motivation. That's always going to be what inspires me to be creative and bring new opportunities for everyone that works for us and everyone we serve.
Goodwill Acadiana is more than just a region of retail stores. We're an organization that seeks to improve the lives of people in our community through education, housing, employment, and crisis assistance services. Our education services include free HiSET preparation and instruction, where teachers work hands-on with students wanting to earn their high school diplomas. Our educators offer individualized instruction and will adapt teaching styles to best meet the needs of their students. The instructors go above and beyond what is required of them, often referring to their work as their life's mission.
Working at Goodwill is important to me because we help people. People in all walks of life with all sorts of barriers. And in my particular case, I help those that had to drop out of school because of some hardship. I help them to get their high school equivalency diploma. The favorite part of my job with Goodwill is bringing hope. When people meet with me, they're often very scared, very discouraged, and not very positive that they can do this. I meet with them individually in order to hear their story and to see what they have to say. It makes a huge difference. And when I sit and listen, let them talk, when they go to leave, I see a tremendous sense of relief. And that is my favorite part.
Goodwill Acadiana Property Management was born from our belief that everyone should have access to affordable housing. Our housing services include the management of 36 independent living facilities for the elderly and disabled. The housing units are income-based and allow individuals, and families in some cases, to have a safe place they can afford to call home. In total, our properties have the ability to house thousands of residents, and we are often at or near full capacity. The housing complexes also include community rooms, libraries, and on-site resident associates who help ensure the safety of all of our tenants.
Every day we're helping someone. Our main purpose is to provide safe, affordable housing for people. It is HUD subsidized, and we find, I had an incident recently where I helped a gentleman who was getting Medicaid but not full benefits. I helped him get the full benefits he deserved. He received a lot of back pay from what had happened, And now he was able to buy some new furniture and do things, and it's just part of what we do on a regular basis. I can rent apartments all day long. I told somebody the other day, I can teach anybody to do my job. I just can't teach anybody to have compassion for people. And that's the most important thing. We have to be able to sit and listen. They may be having a bad day or have a critical issue they're dealing with, and if we have to sit here for an hour, we do.
Our Job Connection service aims to find competitive employment for those with mental and physical disabilities. This is done through securing contracts with local businesses who are willing to give opportunities to those with barriers to employment. Additionally, our employment services help people with resumes, cover letters, job leads, and interviews, as well as empowering people to reach their full career potential.
I think Goodwill is valuable to those who are in need of their services because they are very willing to help, and they will go to any lengths to make sure that your goals are met, whatever those goals may be, whether it's getting their high set or help finding a job or help on their resume. Goodwill provides all the assistance that an individual needs to meet their goals. I would not be in the position that I am today with my new job and my education if it wasn't for Goodwill. Before coming to Goodwill, I was a high school dropout and I didn't have any education or any job. And today I am a certified pharmacy technician with a certified high-set diploma.
Goodwill Acadiana's Crisis Assistance Program offers relief to individuals who've experienced house fires and homelessness. With a referral from an outside organization, people in need of clothing have an opportunity to receive a Goodwill voucher, allowing them to shop at any of our Acadiana retail stores. Our Crisis Assistance Program has also allowed us to help families who've been through major hurricanes by providing tarps, vouchers, and resources to those in need.
In the 6 years that I've been here, I have witnessed a lot of people getting help from our services. One service in particular is our Crisis Assistance Program. Many may not know about, but our Crisis Assistance Program, we help people who have been through house fires, homelessness, or any other crisis. They come to us with a referral from an outside agency, and we give them Goodwill vouchers in gift cards to go shop in our stores for clothing and household items. Even with this Crisis Assistance Program, we can also assist someone who's having a job interview for the first time and who may need interviewing clothing. We want to help them as well. We always tend to wear the burden on our backs when other people have issues, and it just feels good to know when someone has got just a little bit of normalcy returned to their lives.
Next time you shop in one of our retail stores or drop something off in a donation bin, and you see that big smiling face on our logo, remember the smiles on the faces of the people who got that long-awaited job. Remember the joy that a high-set grad feels when they open their results and see the word passed. Remember that feeling of relief when someone who just experienced a crisis gets a voucher to shop in one of our stores. And remember that sense of peace an individual gets knowing they have an affordable place to live. It's sure to put a smile on your face, knowing that your support of Goodwill helps change lives right here in Acadiana.